Today's our first speaker is Himalaya Subed. He's going to talk about air pollution, present day challenges people are facing. Let's welcome Himalaya Subedi. Current issues, Himalaya Subedi.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. Today I remember my grandpa, and he used to tell us about the go inside the room to their kids and old age peoples in the decade of 1970 because of Indo-Pak War. My father is not afraid of war, but he is afraid of those people who are suffering from asthma and respiratory disease and other like irritation or somehow allergy and other different disorder caused by this war, and because people become sick. This has happened because this old biggest economic country use the modern weapons, and that causes the air pollution, and this air pollution spread throughout their vicinity, and people become suffer from that. I never think before I will face such situation in my real life. Now, you may think what I am going to cover today current local issue. Definitely, it is not a political matter, not a communicable disease or pandemic disease, not a labor migration. It's all about your pollution that I'm going to tell about you today. Your pollution means release of solid particles and other different gas into the normal air, and this normal air become polluted, and detrimental effect to the human health is called air pollution. And today, if you tune your radio, even your television, or you use bring the national newspaper in front of you, the everywhere, every media, national and even international media are covering the air pollution in Nepal. Like our city, our major city like Kathmandu Valley, Pokhara, Viratnagar, Britamort, Chiton, all our cities are affected by this hazardous smoke, and people become suffer these days, and especially people who are old ages and people suffering, people recently recovered from the COVID-19 are more severe by this air pollution, and other people are also getting feel that allergy and some asthma disease are a major problem they are facing due to this COVID, due to this air pollution in our country. And according to the international standard, air quality should be below 50. Air quality index should be the below 50. If air quality this index goes above 150, that's the hazardous, that is harmful for human health. And if this even increase up to the 300 index, then this is the hazardous for all human living. So our cities, our major cities are getting more than 300 year, year, year quality index, and people become sick. So now my question is that how it is happened. Most of the hydrologists suggest that it is due to this current issue is due to the wild forest fire in Nepal, because this is a dry season, this is a dry month of the years, especially March and April is the dry season in Nepal, and during this month we can observe, we can experience the lot of forest fire in Nepal naturally. Though due to this forest fire, our city become polluted, and our people become suffer from the different health diseases. And the government also announced the first time in the history shutdown of education sector in Nepal. Similarly, due to this pollution, the international flight and different domestic flight also cancelled and postponed. So people become suffer in a different way due to that air pollution. Now my question is that how can I escape from this uh, current local issue? Definitely, if we definitely individual or community responsible for to control the forest fire will be the first and most important step to overcome this issue. So we should know our responsibility and we should think globally and do locally to control the fire and air pollution. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Himalaya. That was a wonderful speech.
So don't we have timer today?
I did the timer. I know I forgot to announce you guys, but I'm doing the timer part as well. Okay, now let's come to our second speaker. Second speaker is going to speak about, sorry about my back and forth with the devices. Okay, our second speaker is Richa Acharya. She's going to talk about two things, luck or hard work. Let's welcome Richa Acharya. Luck or hard work? Luck or hard work, Richa Acharya.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you, Botuk sir, for this opportunity. Good morning, everyone, and good evening to Botuk sir. Today, I want to talk about success. How can we achieve success? Is it luck or the hard work? Have there ever been any incident in your life that you won a situation or you succeeded only through luck? Today, I want to share with you all an incident that happened in my life that made me think about this. So, during my undergraduate degree, I took part in an agri quiz competition. It was actually not my will that I wanted, and I knew that it was going to be held a month prior, but I had done no preparations for that because I didn't want to take part in that. Since my friends requested that they want me to be a part of it, and there was an other person who was interested in that, and they needed a teammate for her. So I thought that it just would be an experience that I can take in. So I took part in it. And the next day it was the competition. I had no preparations at all, and even she didn't have because she just wanted to experience how an agri quiz competition is being held or how what kind of questions is being asked. She just wanted to experience that, and I also wanted like it would just be an experience. So the next day when we went for the competition, we both of us thought that we wouldn't even clear the quiz competition like the screenings one, but we did. We had no idea that we would be in the top 3, but we did. And there was not any single kind of hint or expectation that we would win that competition, but we did. So like people came to us, and my friends and juniors came to us, congratulated us, and one of my friends even said that we are very lucky that we won the competition because there were other teammates who took part in the competition and had preparations a month prior. They had been working very hard for that competition, but actually we won the competition, but they couldn't. So was it actually my luck or our luck that we won the competition? Because I also thought during the daytime that it was luck that I won the competition. Later, before the bedtime, when I tried to dissect the things and when I recalled that my friend said that we were lucky that we won the competition, I wanted to actually dissect the situation and analyze, was it actually the luck, only the luck? There was no any kind of hard work associated with that. So the answer was no, because actually I could answer each and every questions that were being asked to us. I could answer all of them, even the past question that other one did or couldn't answer. So, so the luck is the luck was in, like, the God helped, or the luck was in that we could answer during even the rapid fire round so smoothly and so easily, even without preparations. That was our luck. The luck was that we could recall all those knowledges that could be used in answering those questions. The luck was in that. But there was also the hard work associated with the luck that we got from, like, the preparations during our undergraduate degree, actually for our career, but not for that quiz competitions. So the takeaway message from this speech that I want you all to understand is that there is always an association of luck and hard work for every success you achieve, although you realize it or not. The hard work may be like immediate hard work, or like around, or the hard work that you did from a past, or from few past years, that can indirectly help you in achieving those success. So one belief that I have is luck is the belief that you can achieve success, and hard work is a tool that can help you assist in that. So there will always be a proportion of luck and hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, Richa, for a wonderful speech. Now we are coming to the end of our we are coming to the final speaker of the day. Niharika, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Very good.
Can I
Okay,
go?
since I don't know the topic of your speech, I'll just explain this as your icebreaker speech. This is the first speech you are giving, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's welcome Niharika giving her icebreaker speech. Niharika.
Thank you, sir. Namaste and very good morning to everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Maybe it's evening there, so good evening, sir. I don't know that time. Today I'm standing in front of you to deliver a short speech. The topic of my speech is friendship. Friendship is the purest form of relationship between the two parties. The parties can be individuals, organization, or nation, but the base on which the friendship is situated is companionship, helping nature, uh, trust, and etc. When an individual is born with the numerous form of relationship, or relationship in a form of father, mother, brother, sisters, uncle, auntie. We have to accept them the way they are. But friendship is such a pure relationship in which an individual is free to choose to whom they want to share the things, to whom they want to convey a message, to whom they want to share their emotions, whom they want to connect a things. So it is a blessing that the God has given to us. I remember when I was young, I met a friend. When I was very young, I don't remember the time when I met her, but it was very great connection that I hold with her. She was she was so selfless. She gave me priority in a such way that she never hesitated to share her birthday gift with me, the precious gift that she loved. But she gave it to me without any fear, without any hesitation, without any kind of pressure from anyone. She loved to love me. I was really blessed. The days were passing on. We were happy together. We used to have same kind of dresses. We used to dance together. She was a little bit senior of me, but she can show me a love that a sister gives to me. She was more than just a friend. But one sudden day, my mother has to transfer to the next place. I have to move out of that place. I have to left her. I had to left her after, I don't know what kind of emotion was that, but I have to left her. I was so sad not to leave that place, but to left her. I never convey that what she means to me. I have to move to the new place. I made new friends, but nothing can compare. Nothing can compare that emotion I hold with her. I can't compare anything right now. Once in a year, I have I got opportunity to meet with her. I got opportunity to meet with her. I used to be so happy. I used to giggle all around my home where I used to live. I used to dance with happiness. I remember the days were going like that. The years passes like that. But one day I found that she left that place also. Where, when, how, where she have gone, I have no idea. Nobody has idea that where she have gone. I was so sad at that period of time. I can't explain right now. My heart melts right now when I remember that day when I heard that she had left that place. I was with her at that period of time. Fortunately, I met new friends. New friends were extremely useful to me. New friends were so precious to me as well. Maybe I have done some good karma in my accounts that I have recorded that account so that God has sent me such a beautiful human relationship in a form of friends to me. But one fortunate day, after 10 to 12 years, I found her phone not ringing to me, but to my the closest one. I heard her. I have no idea her husky voice could melt my heart again. I was so happy that she was happy, but I have no courage within myself to speak to her. I had no idea what to do. Thank you. So, at last, I want to say that if you have some friend that to whom you think she matters to you, please give value to them. Otherwise, you will regret. Thank you.
Thank you, Niharika. And you guys all gave a very wonderful speech. Give a round of applause for all of you to yourself. Such a tremendous, tremendous improvement since past speech. In just 1 week, it makes so much difference. Okay, we'll hear more from our evaluators, how you did, and what are the areas of improvement for you guys. Let's welcome our first evaluator of the day, evaluating Himalayas speech. Let's welcome Srishti Giri, evaluating Himalayas speech. So you have 2 to 3 minutes to evaluate Himalayas speech.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for providing platform to evaluate speech. First of all, I would like to congratulate all fellow speakers for their great speech. Here I am going to evaluate Himalay Subedi's speech. Now, Himalay, you have done really great. You have shared current local issues in which you have addressed about the air pollution, its cause and its consequences. While evaluating your speech, I have found that you have a great opening with your question, by which you grab our attention towards your body, towards your whole speech. And you have a great ending too. And you have a great good eye contact and good command of English. Whatever you want to deliver was really clear so that we can easily understand your delivery. And there are some areas of improvement as well. That is right use of like like these words, you have to improve in it. And your camera orientation is not good, so that I could not detect your hand gesture, body movement well, so that you have to work on it, I think, in my opinion. Overall, I really appreciate your confidence while delivering a speech. You have really great opening and great ending, which grabs our attention, and you have good eye contact and in English. Things we have to learn from your side. You have to appreciate your speech. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Srishti. That was a very nice evaluation on your part. Now let's come to our second speaker, speech evaluation. Evaluating recharge speech, let's welcome Benita Gimiri. You are still in mute, Benita. There you go.
Namaste. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So my net
Yeah, we
is
can hear you.
very poor and it's unstable. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep going.
May I proceed? So good morning and good evening. So here I am today. I am here to evaluate Richa Acharya's speech. At first, I would like to congratulate her on completion of our second speech in this platform. She has shows luck or hard work her speech, and she properly with that success, whether she can achieve success with luck or hard work, and she explained it properly with giving an example of her own experience of participating in quiz competition, and at the end she ended with properly giving saying that success, hard work and luck are associated for success. So she properly outlined her speech and she did a very good job. So I would like to congratulate again, and where it would be more better. Overall, everything was perfect, but her piece, I feel that she didn't focus on her piece. If I mean to say, if you are going to say something, what points or then you need to make your voice. You need to increase your pitch. Otherwise, you did a very you make a fluent speech. Grammatically, everything is good. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. While evaluating your speech, try to speak at least 2 minutes so that you can practice more, because that's my goal. Yeah, can you hold a second? Just I need to fix one thing. Okay. Can you guys hear, right? Now we're going to evaluate Niharika's speech. Evaluating Niharika's speech, let's welcome Gokul.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to congratulate all my fellow members. You all have done such a fantastic job. Your speech was mind-blowing. And today I am going to evaluate Niharika's speech. Thank you, Niharika, for sharing your story on the friendship. It was so touchy. And the good points on your speech are your English is fluent, and I must admire your English fluency. Your hand movement was good, but I think you should work on your hand movement by looking the recorded version of this program. And I think this is your first speech, and you have absent. You have absent in the second week of the public speaking, so you have missed that point of the camera angle, and I am so sorry that today my camera is not also working properly. And I must admire your level of the confidence. You have you are too good. I think you should also improve on the level of the emotion control. Otherwise, all the points you have presented are so good. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side.
Okay, thank you, Gokul. Now, Shiksha, it's your turn. Which speech you want to evaluate? Or you want to give a general evaluation of all three speakers, which part they did good, which part they need to improve? It's your call. since we don't have another speaker to evaluate, so I'll let you give a chance. Whichever way you want to evaluate.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to evaluate first the Himalayan Subedi's speech. Sir, I'm traveling, I'm walking, that's why I couldn't like make my mobile or my position straight. So yeah, first of all, I would like to evaluate Himalay's speech. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Himalayas for giving this wonderful speech. The topic of this speech was very, the issue was very relevant to the present conditions because we are having air pollution, having the problem of air pollution these days. So his speech was is improved a lot as compared to his first speech. He gave a good pause, and flow was also very nice. I counted some of and there were also less as compared to his last speech. What I liked the most about this speech is he presented the data, and that was really catchy. Like I wanted to hear about the data, like what's the condition, present condition, and all that. He also gave the examples, different examples in the present scenario. So yeah, overall his speech was very good, and the things that I feel like he had to improve is some grammatical structures. He was talking about the past tense, and he was using is. I found this in 2 or 3 sentences, and the use of article was also, he should also improve the use of articles. I also found some issues in articles. Otherwise, he has given a wonderful speech. Regarding Richard's and Niharika's speech, I was I was in a bus. I couldn't hear it properly. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sicha, for a nice evaluation. I mean, you gave a bonus evaluation to Niharika too. That's even nicer. Thank you. You all guys did a very wonderful job. Round of applause to everyone, each of you. It's really wonderful job. And now let me give you my evaluation, what you are waiting for. I mean, first of all, congratulate yourself. Some of you Niharika gave you just one speech. And Richa and Himalaya, you give this is a second speech. This is just a second speech. This is our just third meeting. And I can see a tremendous improvement in past. From last week to this week, it's a significant difference. I mean, I was not expecting this much improvement in week 3, but you guys already exceeded my goal of, you're already in the 4th or 5th week. Just imagine where you will be in next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's really exciting things for me. So I'll give you a general evaluation because I'm trying to point you the common problems as a speaker among Nepalese people. I'm not just saying you. I'm talking about in general. Most of the time when we talk, our hands talk more than our mouth. We move our hands so much. If you notice somebody else talking, you will notice the same thing. I'm not talking about just you and you. It's everyone does that. That's the first improvement we all have to look at. Just try to relax your hand and let it go.
Because when you are holding your hand like this, that means it's a sign of nervousness. Okay, that's just pay attention when you are talking. I mean, try to, hey, my hand is there. I need to let it go down. Just try that way. It'll gradually improve. Just let your hand like this and just sit there. Nobody will notice, and your nervousness will go here, and nobody will notice in your face. That's one suggestion to all of you. Another one is you guys still need to work on camera angle. That's the logistical things. You'll learn gradually, but keep thinking of how I can look presentable in front of the camera. That's thing, just look in YouTube videos, just try to find a way how I can improve my presentation in front of camera. You can find tons of videos in YouTube. I mean, even I learn myself too every time. Okay, how can I look more presentable in front of camera? I also keep on working. It's a learning process, but you should keep on trying those things. That's another one. Himalaya, you look very confident and master. I mean, you are smiling all over when you're giving a speech. That's gone within a week. I don't know how much practice you did. That's gone within a week. That's tremendous improvement on your part. Did we lose him? Yeah, it looks like we lost him, so let him come back. So before he comes out, I'll go back to Richa. We'll go back to group Himalaya later. So Richa, how do you feel today?
I'm very happy.
Just remember how your first speech was and how I'll come back to you, Himalaya, since we lost you. How you gave today's speech was tremendously different. And I'm so happy that you made such improvements. See, I told you earlier, so first speech is the worst one. After that, it only gets better. So congratulations on your such a much improved speech. You look much confident today. I mean, your face tells that. And you had a very good opening. So luck or hard work. I mean, people have a choice to pick one. So you just gave a good opening right away, so people can immediately think what you're going to talk about. That's very good opening. And you had a good closing too. I mean, you gave a conclusion. Hey, it's not always luck or hard work. It's combination of both. But you should keep on trying. So you just delivered a message for everyone to take with them. That's very good. And you had a good pace. I mean, you're not too fast, too slow. I mean, it was right in the pace. So same thing, your hand gesture. Try to move your stage a little bit. I know it's hard on camera. If you move too much, you'll be out of the sight. So just look on that. So don't try to just stand in one place and give a speech. Try to move a little bit so that people can relate it. Overall, it was a wonderful speech. Congratulations on that. Himalaya, let me come back to you. I mean, you look very confident while you're giving speech. As I told you, I mean, you're smiling here and there in your first speech, now gone within a week. I mean, everybody noticed that change in your speech. Other one is your pace was also right. I mean, you are not all over the speech. You are not rushing to give a contained your speech. The only suggestion I would give is I mean, you had opening. You made a story out of it and try to relate pollution to the weapons of mass destruction producing pollution versus the pollution we are in Nepal having in Nepal. So that's a one way of opening it, but in 3 to 5 minutes of a speech, you may want to have a shorter opening. So, for example, the government of Nepal closed the school for 4 days. So you can ask, hey, do you know why the government closed the school for 4 days? You can open like that because that's directly related to your pollution. I mean, to your speech topic. So that way help, because think about, how long is your speech? If it is 3 to 5 minutes, try to find a shorter opening so that you can tell more content in the body. But you had, I mean, I'm not saying your opening is wrong, but you can make in a different situation. So I'm just giving you suggestion. This can be also opening for your speech. And the other one is your pace was just right. I mean, it is not all over the speech. I mean, you are not rushing. Your pace was perfectly fine. The other thing is your hand gesture again. I mean, it applies to all of you. Even evaluators, it applies to you too. I mean, your hand gesture. That's something you have to work on. It's not going to disappear in a week or two. You have to keep on working because I'm still working on my part. So mine's also completely not gone. So you have to keep on working. And other one is the stage movement. You're just sitting in the angle of the camera. I mean, the way we saw you were in the angle that's in one side of the camera. So try to play with your camera and try to position in such a way that you can freely talk, and this movement, this movement. That's something logistical issue you can fix yourself. I mean, overall, great speech. Niharika, I mean, it did not look like it was your isolated speech. I mean, you look so confident while giving your speech. And to be honest, you even added some emotions to it. It looks like it's your own story you are telling, which had a portion of emotions. People can immediately relate to you, what you are telling. So that's a great way of delivering this speech. You are already in the right path. I mean, you could be a good storyteller. If you want to try it, you can be a good storyteller too. That's another one. And you had a good conclusion. I mean, everybody goes through this moment, this kind of situation. But good things could come at the end. So you give a message on that one too. And you had a good opening too. So it was a well-organized speech and the pace was just right, even though it looks like you took a time to prepare a speech, past two weeks, did not rush to give your icebreaker speech, but it was well worth, the time you invested. I mean, it's perfectly fine. And evaluators, besides hand gestures, you guys were right on the spot. What to look in this speech. Like pace, your hand gesture, your camera angle, your stage movement, what needs to be part in the speech, what is the good and what is not good, what can be improved. You are right on the spot. So that's how you see any speeches and try to evaluate, okay, this speech was right here, needs to be improved here. So you can apply that feedback to your own speech when you try to give next time. So overall, everyone did a fantastic job. And within 3 weeks, I was not expecting this much improvement. So I have raised my own bar. The next 3 weeks will be somewhere. Overall, great job. Congratulations, everyone. Okay, this is the end of our today's session, and rest of the session we'll discuss about who is going to give a speech next week and some of the questions you may have. So I can stop the recording.